Hello, my people. Welcome back again to this live section, and thank you so much for joining me in this live section. So, we're here to ensure that the death of 3.5 million people is not forgotten, and the reason why we exist is to ensure that the memory can never ever be forgotten, that their memory will still linger on forever. That is what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is saying. That while this 30th May that's 2025 is being observed is to ensure that the death of the 3.5 million people is not yet forgotten, and the reason why we exist is to ensure that their memory can never be forgotten, that their memory will linger on forever. That's what Mazen Namdekalu is saying. So if you take a look at what is really going on in today's sit at home, when you come to the southeast, you'll notice that many places have been locked down, like they have been total shutdown in southeast, like everywhere is completely shut down. So let us actually take a look at what is really happening in some places in southeast today. People are saying that some people are not going to observe this sit at home, but I can tell you guys that many people are observing it. So this is actually what is going on in Abia State right now. They say, according to Vanguard newspaper, Abia State was deserted as there were no more movements. People complied to the IPOP sit at home call in honor of Biafran heroes and heroines. So this is the Biafran Day. Now, like this, Umaya Street deserted as residents observe sit at home in Umaya, the capital city of Abia State, witnessed empty streets on Friday as the residents stayed back in their homes. Like Umahia today, that's 30th May, is being deserted. As you can see from these pictures I'm about to display for you guys, this is really deserted. Like everywhere is completely on a lockdown mood. Umahia is completely on a lockdown mood. Nobody is coming out of their houses. You can see from the picture, this is in Umahia, and it is actually everywhere is locked down. No movement at all is going on in southeast today. People are not believing that something like this is going to be going on. People are believing that nobody is going to comply, but it shows that our people are already complying to it. So this is actually what is also going on. This one said that in life in Abia State, the residents of Abia today obeys the call of sit at home by the leadership of IPOB. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu thereby give a vote of no confidence to the NCA, that's the Nigerian government, who have asked the people of the so-called Southeast to defy the call to honor the fallen heroes and heroines of Biafra in the bloody genocide war of 1967-70. So you guys need to stay tuned for more reports, as the media people are actually bringing what is going on live now in Southeast. Like many people are saying that there is a complete lockdown, and we must honor the people who we have lost in 1967 during this Biafran war. We must honor them because these people actually sacrificed a whole lot for us. Yes, they did. They sacrificed a whole lot for us. So we need to acknowledge that fact and respect them. So not only in Southeast that this Biafran memory is this Biafra Remembrance Day is going on, we still have in Spain, in Switzerland, where this thing is happening. So this is what is actually going on in Switzerland right now. You can see from the screen is saying that IPOP Switzerland today, that's 30th May 2025, gathered at the United Nations Geneva, Switzerland, to commemorate the declaration of the sovereign state of Biafra by our eternal leader, Dim Chukwuemeka Ojukwu. We remember him. Our fallen heroes and heroines are also remembered, respected for protecting with their blood what survived the genocide against Biafra and continued the struggle. We also demand the unjust detention of our trial of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. So guys, this is actually going on in Switzerland today, which is May 30th, 2025. And this time is now for us to move forward. I am sure that who know what I mean understand my words. I will not dwell much on this. So this is a report coming from Switzerland saying that they are also observing the sit at home. Like many people did not expect it. They were thinking that this is at home, that everybody is going to stay quiet. People are not going to turn up. But take a look at what is happening now. People are turning up. People are really turning up. Even from my images, you guys are going to see what is really going on. that you can see that the Switzerland people are already mounting their ground with their flags, showing people that today is 30th May, which they respect the fallen heroes. So this is actually what is going on in Switzerland. These are images in currently now in Switzerland. You can see the way they are carrying the Biafran flag, representing IPOP. So this thing is actually currently going on live in Switzerland. You can see from the images below. This to show you that people are willing to sit at home, just like Nnamdi Kanu is saying that this sit at home is something that is voluntarily for them to do. It's not something that they are forcing anybody to do. But some people are feeling that Nnamdi Kanu is the one forcing people to stay at home. But no, people already understand that, okay, we need to fight for Ndi Igbos. We need to use this day and respect the fallen heroes. You guys knew what happened in Biafra War. People really suffered. When I mean suffered, they really suffered. So this is actually an image of the Biafran War that happened. You can see the way people are suffering. Little children, we are suffering, and many people are starting saying that we are going to make sure that our children does not suffer this world war again. They're not going to suffer it, because if you see children those days, they were like Kwashoko, they hardly even eat because of this Biafran war. And you can see the man in the picture, he is a Biafran soldier. You can see the clothes he's wearing. He's a Biafran soldier. So we must remember these people. So according to what is going on now in Imo State government house, completely shut down in honor of Biafran heroes and heroines Remembrance Day. So Imo State is completely locked down, and Biafrans adhere to the call for total sit at home in honor of Biafran heroes and heroines advising. So this thing is actually coming from Imo State right now. Someone just showed us what is going on in Imo State. So guys, take a look at this video. This is what is going on in Imo State government house, which is completely shut down today, 30th May 2020.
There is total compliance. Today's Biafran Heroes Day remembrance. You can see there is a total, the road is scanty. In fact, there is a total scanty. And this is the National Library. This is Imo State Secretariat, State Secretariat. You can see it. There's also total compliance. You can see it. So you can see it's also dry. So everywhere is locked and key. This is Imo State Secretariat. So there is a total observation. See, this is Imo State House of Assembly complex. Total observation as well. So the government should stop deceiving people while they also send a signal of compliance. This is Imo State State Assembly complex. If you know Tetlo is a IT center of Owerri, Tetlo Road. You can see young men are playing ball on the road. This place used to be a very high traffic area. You know, that is what it is. This is Tetlo Road, 30th May 2025, and there's a total compliance. If you know Tetlo Road, you can't pass here by this time because of the rate of traffic. Tetlo Road, Owerri is an IT center in Imo State, and you can see the level of compliance that young men are playing ball today. There's total compliance. I mean total compliance, absolute total compliance. And Owerri is calm. You must understand that. Owerri is peaceful. So this is Tetlo, and we go to this is Okigwe Road, one of also most crowded and busy place in Imo State. And you can see this place is a very difficult terrain to pass because of traffic, commercial activities that this place is known for, and there is also total compliance. There is a total compliance. Businesses are closed for today's Heroes Day remembrance. So this is Douglas, Balkiwe Road. This is Douglas, Balkiwe Road. And this is the way the municipal shut down as well, closed. This is a bank road by Warehouse Junction. It's also a highly crowded area. It's also closed down. So it's also shut down. This is Warehouse. If you know Warehouse, Warehouse is one of the busiest places. It's also lock and keyed. This is Olu Road. And this is Control Axis. So locked and key. There is a total compliance. There is 100% compliance. I must tell you.
So my people, let nobody deceive you. Let not the government deceive you that there's no compliance of sit at home in the southeast. There's total compliance. Just like I told you guys, what is even going on in Abia State now, Umahia, as well as Enugu State, there's total compliance. Everywhere is just so scanty. You know, the places that were so busy in Enugu State as well as Abia States are now very less busy. People are really compliant to this. Everybody wants to make sure that they honor people who we lost during the Biafran war. And for me, I feel that this sit at home is just like the sit at home I've never seen before, because today's sit at home is somehow like people are already obeying it with full force. I don't know the reason, but it's not like the other normal Monday sit at home, which is, but this 30th May is actually so powerful. People are really at home, like no traffic. Everybody's shop is locked down. People have locked down their shop. The road is very scanty. Even if you're like someone who likes to do exercise, if you jog, you will see that the road is very empty. No cars, no buses coming anywhere. And this is how it should be, because we have decided that there's no turning back. We must make sure that Biafrans are being restored again, and Nnamdi Kanu gets his freedom. You guys actually saw what happened in court today, the way the judge actually ruled out the case in favor of Nnamdi Kanu, admitting that what the DSS witness said is a false witness, because they had to later check the video. They checked the video evidence and found out that the DSS witness were lying. And like I told you guys, that this is also going on in Spain. People are also playing, and this were also carrying the flag and be raising it up, showing that today is 30th May, that this is the day they want to honor their people their heroes and heroines that have lost their lives. So guys, I want you guys to actually listen to this video and hear what this man has to say in this particular video, and I'll be right back to show you guys what is currently happening in other states in this sit at home 30th May 2025. So guys, take a look at this and I'll be right back.
The details of the Supreme Court statement today, they will marvel at how, after saying all these illegalities that the federal government and their security agencies committed, all they had to do was that the primary court said, the appeal court said that the primary court had no jurisdiction. So they condemned the appeal court for taking that decision. Therefore, because the primary court had jurisdiction, the case should go back to them. So if in all these atrocities they committed, they had killed Nnamdi Kanu, what would be the basis of the primary court and its jurisdiction? What would be the basis of it? You know, when I studied, I talked about judicial rascality. So what it empowers is security rascality. Because you cannot tell other police, army, navy, air force, condemn them plainly, and then you exonerate them. So you give them license to kill Nigerians, just like they are doing in Plateau, killing people. They are doing in Benue. Herdsmen are killing people. But you haven't had any person in this country condemn the herdsmen of Nigeria for killing hundreds of thousands of Nigerians. You haven't had them condemn the killings in southern Kaduna. So the security agencies are being encouraged to recklessness. And recklessness is not about spoken word. Recklessness with gun, killing Nigerian citizens. So if anybody, when Nigerian citizens see the details of the Supreme Court statement today, they will marvel at how, after saying all these illegality that the federal government and their security agencies committed, all they had to do was that the primary court said, the appeal court said that the primary court had no jurisdiction. So they condemned the appeal court for taking that decision. Therefore, because the primary court had jurisdiction, the case should go back to them. So if in all these atrocities they committed, they had killed Nnamdi Kanu, what will be the basis of the primary court and its jurisdiction? What will be the basis of it? And look at the whole panel, about 7 judges, not one Igbo man, not one person from the southeast, not one person from the south. So it's a contrived business to put that boy, to put him behind bar. And we have been asking that they should turn him to Kuje prison. They refuse. Why wouldn't they allow him to go to Kuje prison? Why keep him at the DSS? Why? So it shows you that Nigeria is not interested in fighting insecurity. Because if they were interested and they love this country, they would have seen that Nnamdi Kanu is a major instrument that will bring security. Southeast will be a beginning. The other parts of the country would have been a follow-up. So it's unfortunate that you condemn security forces for the crimes they commit, and you exonerate them by keeping Nnamdi Kanu there and asking that we go back again, to start case from, Federal High Court Africa. What actually is the sin of Nnamdi Kanu? Asking for justice for everyone. That's what he's saying. That the Southeast has been completely, excommunicated from everything that happens in this country. So we pray that this young man, I don't know whether you have had the privilege to speak with him, one of the most brilliant young men you can ever come across. Not only is he brilliant, but well spoken. Why this country shows you that we have no values. Can you imagine a boy that a whole zone respects? A whole zone respects him. Who else, apart from M.I. Opara in those days and Dr. Nnamdi Kanu, they don't have as much respect as this young man. That would have been an advantage for Tinubu and his government with the National Security Advisor to say, look, how do we seriously start to curb this insecurity in the country? If this boy is so loved by his people, why don't we sit him down and discuss with him, know where he's coming from? If there are things he's agitating against we can solve, we start doing something. And look at Northwest and Northeast. Look at where the country is today. Everywhere is war, killing people. Killing is no more, it's an admirable, concept in Nigeria now. Any day nobody is killed, you don't hear it any, it's abnormal. But in a normal day, hundreds killed in herdsmen in Plano Plateau, in southern Kaduna, in the southeast, then not to talk of the bandits and Boko Haram in northeast and northwest. That one is a daily occurrence, killing hundreds of thousands. We're a country without statistics. If we have good statistics, people will riot to know the number of Nigerians who are dying. Every town now, in all parts of the country, people are burying people. People go to bed, they won't wake up. So it's all cumulative effect of this total insecurity. Probably you do work somewhere, nobody pays you. You are working for somebody, you are not paid. You go to bed, you are thinking of what you will tell your wife in the morning. You can't pay school fees. The man goes to bed and won't wake up. I will say, God, please take my life. Why am I living? When a man cannot take care of his immediate family, what life is it anymore? And you don't want people to react. Young men leave school, no work, and they see somebody who rigged an election and goes to Abuja and he buys a armored plated jeep for 160 million, and you want him to go and sleep. His parents sell their property to train our young men and women, and they come out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. They can't say good morning, thank you to their parents. They will look at their parents without any hope of tomorrow. Parents who have trained their children, we should have hope that their children should get back to train, take care of them. But it's not the case in Nigeria. And we don't appear, our legislators are not interested. The executive all over the place are not interested. So I don't know how this problem will be sorted out. I normally find it very difficult to discuss a profession that I'm not one. But common sense also tells you that you can reason. If somebody is talking, you can reason. But it's painful because some patriotic peoples I saw one or two senators there who left everything they were doing to come to the Supreme Court with some hope. Because if you listen to the judgment of the appeal court, it was fundamentally very literate, accommodating on every aspect of it. So people were very hopeful that the appeal court would uphold the judgment of the Court of Appeal. The Supreme Court will uphold the judgment of the Court of Appeal, and that would have been a case done for. But unfortunately, because if you were in the Supreme Court, like I was, we were there as early as 8:30 in the morning. And when he started running this judgment, on every aspect of that case, he condemned it. The Supreme Court condemned the federal government of Nigeria. In fact, they used the word illegality not less than 20 times. The killing of people at Nnamdi Kanu's father's compound, they even named the number of people killed, the rendition from Kenya, how he was kidnapped. It was difficult to believe that after condemning the security services for unauthorized and unorthodox behavior, kidnapping Nigerians and killing people anyhow, I have never seen a court with that kind of finality in terms of condemning public officers who were working for government, telling them, you don't take the laws into your hands, only to finally, because they said they disagreed with the appeal court, that the lower court had no jurisdiction. It was the basis of what they are doing, but they should now go back to that court because it has jurisdiction to hear the case in the first place. That's some of it. So if Nnamdi Kanu dies, after all this illegality, what case are they going to hear? This boy has been under detention for how many years now? Even the Supreme Court was asking all these questions too. The illegality that has been meted against him, and yet.
The federal government has 4 more days to present its evidence against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I repeat, the federal government, led by Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has 4 more days to present its evidence against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and also pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He needs our prayers. If you're an Igbo person from the southeast, pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because it is not possible that you get justice in a corrupt judicial system. Near impossibility that you get justice in a system that has no respect for human rights, no justice, no equity, no fairness. It is very, very, very impossible. So pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I told you before that this current administration is interested in politics. They are not interested in the rule of law. They are interested in politics. Whatever it can use to play politics so that it can stay in power 8 years. They are so much interested in it. In the first place, why go on a trial whereby the person that is prosecuting has committed or reportedly committed a crime? Somebody commits a crime, but he's prosecuting another person for another crime. Why do we have this trial in the first place? That's why I said it is very difficult for you to get justice in a corrupt judicial system. So pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and get ready for what is coming next. Now, if you believe that you can get your freedom from the Nigerian government, if you believe that you can get your freedom from the Finland government, if you believe that you can get your freedom from the United States, I have an island that I will sell for you in Enugu State. An island surrounded with water that I will sell for you in Enugu State. I've told people over and over again, freedom comes from within and it helps your expression. You behave like a freeborn, then freedom comes to you. Not like you are behaving like the victim. I told some people that Nnamdi Kanu going to defeat the federal government in their courts. In their courts, would they let him go even if he defeats them? Now look under Buhari, look at the judgment. The federal government decides, however, on which judgment it is going to obey and which one it is not going to obey. Have you heard this statement? You cannot win the federal government. Have you heard it? You cannot win the federal government. So be prepared for whatever that is coming, because I know this current administration is not interested. Is not interested in giving you freedom or releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whether the court says otherwise. You see, the hands behind Nnamdi Kanu's persecution prosecution is beyond Nigeria. Remember, we have been fighting Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba. We are fighting ourselves. The main people that are controlling the whole scene, they are imperialists too. And we have a willing tool in the Fulani. So this is bigger than the judge, Omotosho. He's just saying, we have 6 more days. Please present. If not, I'll strike it out. If you strike it out, if the fragment does not present enough evidence and you strike it out, would you set this man free? Would you, if really the Nigerian government want to take this the right way, this man will have been free a very long time. But we are looking for ways to nail this man, left, right, center. Now they are dragging. DSS says we did not arrest. We denied. No, we don't know about it. So many denials in the court. DSS is saying that we did not put this man, we did not subject this man to whatever. We did not do this. So many denials. With DSS and co, with these denials, do you think that this young man will get justice in the Nigerian court? So if you're a person and you're supporting Nnamdi Kanu and the Biafra ideology or Igbo nation, whatsoever, don't think that you're going to get just ordinary Nigerian. They don't get justice for their own country. Ordinary Nigerian who will protest for their own country. Not to talk of you, an Igbo man who is seen as a threat, an Igbo man who is seen as the enemy, as the aggressor. However, after the Biafra civil war, remember, some people were instrumental to that war, and those people are not Nigerians. The British, they have a hand in everything. Look at all over the world. Go around the world. Look at what is happening in Gaza, Israel and Palestine. The foundation of the problem is the British. The British, as small as that country is, they have a hand, if not 60% of all the crisis going on in the world today. Do your research. A war broke out, and the British media, BBC, say, Igbo coup. They wanted to plant, that division they have planted, it don't germinate, it don't become Iroko tree. To the extent that you cannot fight for your liberation. Any day the Yoruba people say, we want a Yoruba nation, you will see the other side of the Fulani, the other side of other parts of Nigeria. The reason why I wanted a Southern president or a Southern person to restructure this country is because Southerners are the ones that really would buy the idea of restructuring Nigeria. They are the ones that will buy the idea. Not Fulani-led Northern Nigeria. The Fulani does not have a place. They see Nigeria as their fatherland. If Nigeria starts liberating itself, the Fulani will be one of the biggest losers because they are one of the biggest reapers in Nigeria, with position and having access to natural resources of the indigenes, especially the Hausas. So the British will never want Nigeria to achieve its potential by restructuring, because the evil that has been planted by the same British has germinated that we cannot stay together under these guys. If there's a restructuring and everybody decides to come together, there's a mutual understanding, not the one that British amalgamated everybody together. Look at the attitude of the Westerners, of the imperialists, towards people who rise in Africa to liberate their people. Look at the attitude. Look at the propaganda that the West has been pushing for a very long time, over hundreds of years. The lies. It's like the Fulani learnt it from the British, or the British learnt it from the Fulani. Changing the narrative. Social engineering. That is why an average Nigerian is foolish and he does not understand what good governance is, because of the social engineering. So if you don't pray for Nnamdi Kanu, he just needs your prayer. God should intervene for that young man, because as I look at it, the Nigerian government is on you, that you are putting hope. Somebody told me Nnamdi Kanu will come out. How? How would he come out? If Nigeria is not restructured, Nnamdi Kanu, there's zero. The percentage of him coming out is very, very slim. It is a restructuring that will make Nnamdi Kanu get his freedom. If a federal government or a southern president or whoever of the Nigerian government decides to restructure both the 1999 constitution, empower the regional developments, and also some other small touches to our laws, Nnamdi Kanu could accept the regional system. Because as it is, Nnamdi Kanu no go accept, say, make it drop Biafra with this one Nigeria. One Nigeria will benefit Fulani. Nnamdi Kanu no go accept, make it drop Biafra. Number one, even if he accepts to drop Biafra, my brother, it is to his own detriment too, because Biafra is bigger than Ojukwu, bigger than Uwazirike, bigger than Nnamdi Kanu or Somanepa, whoever that has come to say and fight for Biafra. Biafra is bigger than them. Nnamdi Kanu has sacrificed a lot. He says we have crossed the Rubicon. He has sacrificed a lot, and he has come this far to reject or say I'm giving up on the Biafra agitation, because I know that is what the government wants to do. If he can be able to run that for the government, they will find a way to release him. So all this one we are doing abracadabra in court, left, right, center, front, back, center. You are moving this, you are moving that. And we obtained this thing. They went back to 2015. You have not looked at the issue of how he came into Nigeria. How you said he jumped bail. What happened? You have not administered justice to that. You are playing around. Typical of an APC administration. So pray for Nnamdi Kanu, because Africa always destroys its.
So guys, welcome back again. You can see that this is also what is going on. So we are back to what is actually going on in every particular state in the south. So according to this, this is the busy New Heaven, Enugu State, in total shutdown in the honor of our fallen heroes. This is our collective decision, no enforcement. So this report was coming from Enugu State, particularly New Haven in Enugu State. So this is actually what's going on in New Haven right now. Guys, take a look at this video and I'll be right back.
2025, being observed as a Biafran Remembrance Day. This is a popular fun village in this location of Enugu State. Every shop is under lock and key. I'm coming live direct from the popular fun village located at New Haven, and everywhere is under lock and key. This is the popular route, dried up. So we are trying to observe to see actually what is taking place today, 30th day, in remembrance of our fellow heroes. This is the popular market. You can see the gates of the market are also under lock and key. This is one of the entrances. For you to confirm my report, you can see the chain and the key in one of the gates of the popular market called New Haven Market. These are all shops. The popular road everywhere under lock and key, both up and down. This is the second gate, locked and key. So we are trying to let the world know that we are resolute, committed to this very cause of freedom. This is another gate, locked and key, and we have no choice than to do this to show the world of the genocidal war that our parents went through, and today we are the survivor of that war, and we need to remember them. So this is the last entrance. It's also under locked and key. So this is the popular market. As I earlier said, everywhere is locked up. Everywhere is locked up. It's a very big market. There is some outlet where they sell vegetable. You can see the tables on both sides of the road. So we want to let the world know that we are formidable, we are serious in this cause in which we believe in, and there's nothing that can deter us from what we believe in. So this is how it is. Usually you'll see this is where the houses occupy, selling their carrots, their vegetable. All the tables are turned up and down, and you can see here we are, and in my location things are really being kept the way it ought to be. Things have been kept the way it ought to be. So this is the popular Shima Avenue route. You can see I'm in the middle of the route doing this live coverage. I'm in the middle of the road. Both shop left and right are all under lock and key. Both left and right are all under locked up. So this live report coming from New Haven Axis, today being the 30th May 2025, being observed as Biafra Remembrance Day. So this is a live video. All banks, all supermarkets, all shops under lock and key. So this is live video. The white building you're looking at, that is First Bank under lock and key. So this report is.
So my people, you guys actually saw what is going on in Enugu State. Like there's a total shutdown in Enugu State because of what is going on. And the place that this one is coming from is a popular market in Enugu State called New Haven Market, where you can see that many people were closed. Even a particular place he mentioned, they're saying that that is the place that the Hausa people are occupying, selling their tomatoes and their vegetables. You find out that that place is also closed. And now you can see this is not just an enforcement. People are not being forced to do it. It's just a collective thing that they just want to do, just a decision that they have taken on themselves that, okay, today we must respect the fact that we have our fallen heroes. Our fallen heroes died on this particular day, and we must use this day to remember them. So it's not just something that they are forcing people about. So guys, also taking a look at the next place IPOB Remembrance Day is going on. Biafra Remembrance Day. This one is going on in Japan. You can see what they say, 30th of May, marching the street of Tokyo, Japan. Even the heavy rain could not stop us. We must honor our fallen heroes and heroes of who sacrificed their lives that we may live. May they fight from the great beyond. He say, you can see this is actually going on in Japan. When I tell you guys that Nnamdi Kanu is really loved, I wasn't joking with you guys. Like every place, especially in the southeast and also as well as outside the country, like Spain, Japan, the America, they are all observing this Remembrance Day. This to show you that Nnamdi Kanu is loved, and we all hope that he is going to be released very, very soon. That is what everybody is hoping for. You can see that the Japan people have already taken it on the streets of Tokyo, Japan, and they are marching down, even though the rain was falling there, but the rain could not stop them. As you can see that they say that they must honor their fallen heroes and heroes who have sacrificed their lives that they may live, may they fight from the great beyond. To be honest, people are saying that today, which is 30th May, that they're going to make sure that they come out to remember their fallen heroes because of what these people have done for us, the way they fought for the freedom of Biafra. So guys, take a look at this video. This is coming all the way from Japan. This is what is going on in Japan now. Guys, take a look at this. And now
freedom, 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 freedom. Look at Japan. There is no mineral resources here. All you can see is brain resources. Look at building. This is Japan. Everything is working accordingly. They don't need nobody to help them. Everything is working here. Look at flyover. This is flyover. Japan do not have mineral resources, but they do have brain resources. But in the zoo, all we have is criminal politicians. Milking the nation to the ground. Shame upon them all. Biafra shall be free. Woo! I told you that Japan do not have mineral resources. All they have is brain resources. Look at what they built. We have mineral resources that cause us mayhem, cause us trouble in the highest order. We pray God let that mineral resources dry up so that we can have peace. We do not belong to Hausa Fulani. Free Biafra, let it be. Biafra! Biafra! God bless Japan. God bless Japan. God bless Japan. God bless Biafra. God bless Biafra. Free Nnamdi Kanu! Nnamdi Kanu!
So guys, this is reports coming from Japan. As you can see that many people were saying chanting free Nnamdi Kanu. To be honest, I'm not going to lie to you guys. This was actually beautiful to watch. As you can see that many of our people who are in Japan are saying and seeing supporting Nnamdi Kanu's release. Like, to be honest, it's so interesting to watch that people are still solidly standing behind the back of this man. This to show you that Nnamdi Kanu is so much loved by everybody. You guys can see that not only in the southeast are observing the Remembrance Day, but in Switzerland and in Spain, as well as Japan, are also observing the sit at home. And to be honest, this is beautiful. This shows that Nnamdi Kanu has supporters behind him. You guys saw them when they are chanting free Nnamdi Kanu, Biafra, we want Biafra. They went as far as saying that there's no resources in Japan, but there's resources in Nigeria. But still, it's just as if our country does not have anything. Like, you can see what is really going on. So guys, I think to those in Biafra land, I want all of you to ensure that you get your directive from this announced by the Directorate of States, that's HDOS, as representatives serving the IPOB leadership. We know that ZOO has been scheming up and down to tarnish the image of this leadership. They have been trying to paint our image black. Therefore, the time has come for us to move forward. For the past 3 years, we have defended the struggle with everything in our blood. We even lost souls in defending this very movement. Now it's time for us to move forward. Therefore, I call upon all of you, especially the youth, to be ready in spirit and mind and body to get ready for what is to come. We must move forward. We must make sure that Nnamdi Kanu is released and Biafran is being restored again, so that the people who fought during the Biafran war is now going to be happy that finally we got Biafra. You know, during that war, it was not very, very easy because many people lost their life. I've showed you guys also the movement that is going on in Imo State, the way everywhere everywhere is dry and nobody is coming out, especially the Imo State government house. Everybody was surprised that Imo State government house was completely shut down in honor of Biafran heroes and heroines. And now I'm telling you guys that don't allow the government to deceive you, because many people can go as far as telling you that that nobody is observing sit at home. My brothers and sisters, they are observing sit at home everywhere. Don't let them deceive you. So this is actually what is currently going on in Imo State government house, Owerri. As you can see, it is
30th May 2025. This is Owerri. There is total compliance. Today's Biafran Heroes Day remembrance. You can see there is a total. The road is scanty. In fact, there is a total scanty. And this is the National Library. This is Imo State Secretariat, State Secretariat. You can see it. There is also total compliance. You can see it. So you can see it's also dry. So everywhere is locked and key. This is Imo State Secretariat. So there is a total observation. See, this is Imo State House of Assembly complex. Total observation as well. So the government should stop deceiving people while they also send a signal of compliance. This is Imo State State Assembly complex. If you know Tetlo is a IT center of Owerri, Tetlo Road. You can see young men are playing ball on the road. This place used to be a very high traffic area. You know, that is what it is. This is Tetlo Road, 30th May 2025, and there is a total compliance. If you know Tetlo Road, you can't pass here by this time because of the rate of traffic. Tetlo Road, Owerri, is an IT center in Imo State, and you can see the level of compliance that young men are playing ball today. There's total compliance. I mean total compliance, absolute total compliance. And Owerri is calm. You must understand that. Owerri is peaceful. So this is Tetlo, and we go to this is Okigwe Road, one of also most crowded and busy place in Imo State. And you can see this place is a very difficult terrain to pass because of traffic, commercial activities that this place is known for, and there is also total compliance. There is a total compliance. Businesses are closed for today's Heroes Day remembrance. So this is Douglas by Okigwe Road. This is Douglas by Okigwe Road. And this is the Owerri Municipal. Shutdown as well, closed. This is a bank road by Warehouse Junction. It's also a highly crowded area. It's also closed down. So it's also shut down. This is Warehouse. If you know Warehouse is one of the busiest places. It's also lock and keyed. This is Olu Road, and this is control axis. So locked and key. There is a total compliance. There is 100% compliance. I must tell you.
So guys, this is actually what is going on in Imo State. Like you guys can see, the report was actually coming from Imo State. So there are only many other places that this sit at home is really observed. We are also observing it in London, as people were sending their reports saying that they are also observing the sit at home, which is 30th May in London. So this is actually what someone is saying on our way to London for Biafra Heroes Remembrance Day event. So guys, this is what is going on. You can see people, when I tell you guys that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is really loved, I wasn't joking about it. So this is what is going on in London. These people are on their way to London for the 30th
On our way to Biafra Heroes Day. We are going to London. Today we are going to remember our heroes and heroines that died for us. And this is Omu Chineke with me.
Patrick.
This is Mazi Patrick. And
Mazi Marcel. Mazi Marcel.
yeah.
Nagosioma.
Yes, so all hail Biafra. All hail
Biafra.
All hail
Biafra.
IPOB.
One family.
IPOB.
One family.
One indivisible family.
IPOB.
Here we go.
So guys, this is coming from London, and you can see that they're on their way to the Biafra Remembrance Day. Just to show you that many people are observing it. Like some people are already saying that don't allow the government to deceive you by saying that they're not observing it at home today. Many places are observing it at home. As you can see, there is total lockdown going on in every southeast state, same as Japan, same as Switzerland, same as Spain, same as London. There are sit at home that is going on there. Not only sit at home, like there are many of them are doing Remembrance Day. So you can see that our people are in the streets of Switzerland, they're in the street of Spain, they're in the street of London, and they're doing the Biafra Remembrance Day. So this is actually what is going on right now. I keep telling you guys that I know that one day Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to be released, because people who are supporting him, like, he has a lot of supporters at his back day by day. People really love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It has been clearly stated that IPOB is a non-violent organization that despises criminalities at all levels. It is therefore with finality that this last warning is given to those willingly choose intentional about committing crimes and hoping to monetize and exploit the pains of Biafrans to seize and desist or meet their Waterloo. Biafrans are also urged to support our MEM, that's the Instant Security Network, and also ask Biafrans to not allow the social engineering division among us to spray out of control, but to sheet such grudges and close ranks for the impersonation of our land and people. Biafrans are asked to join this trustworthy movement to play their part in the freedom of our people, as this is the only reliable vehicle through which Chukwu Okike Obiama has divinely commissioned the deliverance of Biafrans and Biafra land. So to show you that the event that is going on today, it shows that Biafra is a non-violent organization, because look at how calm and peaceful everywhere is. Like, look at how calm and peaceful everywhere. This to show that Biafra is a non-violent organization. And I keep telling you guys that one day, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to be released. So let us actually take some reactions from people, what they have been saying about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's trial, as well as today, which is 30th May 2025, for the Remembrance Day of the Biafran heroes and heroines that lost their lives. So this is what someone was saying. He said, I stand with IPOB leadership directives until a sovereign state of Biafra is achieved. So he's saying that he's going to stand with Biafra until Biafran sovereign state is achieved. And they went on, someone else said, we will never forget Bruce the Merock, who set himself ablaze in front of UN building protesting the genocide against the Biafrans by Nigeria and their British allies and the UN the unusual silence. So I don't know if you guys know this man called Bruce Mayrock, who set himself ablaze in front of UN building where he was protesting about the genocide against the Biafrans by Nigeria and their British allies and the UN unusual silence. So people are saying that they will never forget Bruce Mayrock, who is a United Nations citizen. So reading on to another person's comments, another person said that okay, he was referring to what is going on in Spain. He said that Spain are doing a wonderful work as they are seeing today, which is 30th May, protesting in Madrid about the Biafran Day remembrance. So he is saying that the Spain leaders, the Igbo people who are in Spain are doing a Biafra, a good work. So another comment from another person said, candle night for our fallen heroes from IPOP Abia State family. You know, Abia State are doing their candle night, which occurred on 29th. Ahead of that, today, they did their candle night because of the Biafra Remembrance Day. So, guys, I want you guys to actually take a look at what is really going on, as well as what people are saying about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let us take a look at some reactions from people. Let us take a look at what Kenneth Okonkwo have to say about this, and we'll be right back, guys.
Nnamdi Kanu has not done anything that other people from other zones have not done. We know about Sunday Igboho, of the Yoruba nation agitator. We know of the Boko Haram people that say they want a different country where Western education is an abomination. These people have been released. Not just that they have been released. In the case of Boko Haram, they've been re-assimilated to the society, given plum jobs, even in our military. They've been given money and been resuscitated, reconciled, and rehabilitated. Why is Nnamdi Kanu's case different? There is an ethnic and some unnecessary bias that is keeping that man in jail. The government should be wise enough to release this man. You can use the Julian Assange option. If you don't want to say you are losing face, you can release him conditionally. You can release him unconditionally. As a lawyer, I've watched the legal issues very clearly. And I saw that even in the courts, from the High Court to the Supreme Court, there are discordant tones amongst them. Even in the issue of bail, some of the tier of the courts had granted him bail. Even in the issue of the charges, some tier of the court had quashed all the charges. So you can see that the government has a lot of places it can stand to release the young man and bring peace to the southeast. He is now more like a political prisoner. I tell you something. The longer Nnamdi Kanu is in prison, the taller he becomes, and the shorter the government becomes. They should take the intelligent way out of this and release him like they did to other people. Rehabilitate him and reconcile him as they are reconciling Southeast completely to the nation.
So, guys, you guys heard reactions from Kenneth Okonkwo, and you guys heard what he said. That the way they're doing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now is just as if he's now a political prisoner. The way they are keeping him under continuous detention, and the way they have done to other people. For example, like Metu Alali, the group leader of Funani, the way they rehabilitated him, the way they brought him out, set him free. That's the same way they should do to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Then keeping him there, just like he's a political prisoner, and he's getting out of hand. That many Nigerians are being concerned about it, and also many Nigerian youths are saying we need to also blame our Southeast governors. They're not trying their best in the release of their own brother. They have forgotten what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did for them, the way he's fighting for the freedom of their people, and all of a sudden none of them is talking about the release of their own brother. And many people are now asking, at the Southeast governors working on behalf of the federal government, because they don't really understand why they're not doing anything about it. So let us actually also take some reactions from people according to what is going on today, which is 30th May 2025, about the Biafran Day Remembrance Day. So this one was saying that the pain is much, no apologies, all we see is more harms on the injury. Our bro came for peace. They brought war on us, and I really have no regret dying or fighting for it's unfortunate. All I do is read news to get broken down, shed tears, continue living and paying tax for those who caused me harm. And this person is actually saying that he's just broken down anytime he's reading the news of what happened in Biafran Day. So this person is saying that the second person here is saying our forefathers fought without resting, then I will die fighting. I told you guys that many people have already said that they're going to, even if war starts today, they're going to drop the Bible aside, they're going to drop whatever they're doing aside, and they're going to fight the war. You can see what this person said here. This is coming from a user. He said that if our forefathers fought without resting, then I will die fighting. And this person next year said, I rather die than to be a slave to those who subjected my forefathers and mothers to different inhumane treatments and as well killing them in millions. This person here is saying that instead of him to be a slave, he's going to die than to be a slave to those who subjected his forefathers as well as his mothers to different inhuman treatments as well as killing them in millions. You can see that many people have decided that they're going to die to make sure that this country, make sure, especially Biafra, make sure that Igbo people get their freedom, to make sure that the Igbo people are liberated, that they are going to be liberated from what is going on in Nigeria, because you guys know that they have all abandoned Igbo people. Other tribes are seeing Igbos as they are nothing. So this person, and this was what this next exercise they said. They said we must restore Biafra for all of us. If I die tomorrow, don't stop until we are free. So this next person said, we'll come to arrest you there if you cannot stop. Okay, this one said we shall never be massacred again. This one is saying that we will never experience what we experienced in Biafran Day, which means that we will never be massacred again. And everybody is praying that there should not be war again, that they should just let there be peace, let them give us Biafra, let them release Nnamdi Kanu to us. And this next person is saying that never again shall what happened in Biafran Day happen again, that our children are going to enjoy this time around, that we are going to fight for our children to enjoy. So many people are saying that. So this is coming from someone else. This one said, truth is that a greater population of Igbos, especially those residents in the East, are done with Nigeria. But let us continue to lie to ourselves like we are all one Nigeria. And I think there's a truth in what this person just said now. He's saying that truth is that a greater population of Igbos, especially those residents in the East, are done with Nigeria. Yes, many of the Southeast residents are done with Nigeria. In fact, they are even tired of staying in this one Nigeria. But we know Nigerians keep lying to themselves, saying that there's one Nigeria when there is nothing like one Nigeria. And many people are saying that we move as we continue, as today is the Biafran's Remembrance Day. We move to make sure that our people that lost their lives in the Biafran Day is being remembered. So another report is coming from Ebonyi State as Afikpo Road, Abakaliki, Ebonyi, in total shutdown in the honor of our fallen heroes. So exactly what is going on now? They said Ebonyi State is in total shutdown. Like, you see what is going on in Ebonyi State, everywhere is like locked. Every shop owner has locked their shop, and this is what is going on now. So guys, let us actually take a look at what Nnamdi Kanu said in his broadcast concerning this Biafran's Day, as well as what the insecurity has done to Nigeria. Guys, let's take a look at this video, and I'll be right back for us to continue to take a look at what is really going on in every other states, especially the Southeast, and as well as Igbo people who are outside the country. So guys, take a look at this video, and I'll be right back.
They can control you however they like. Once they announce it, Yoruba newspapers very foolishly and stupidly will support them because they want Tinubu as the president. And you are all dying every blessed day. You are all dying every day. Had you people risen up to say that what is happening in Nigeria is bad, there is no way that Fashoranti's daughter will not be alive today. That is the price you pay for duplicity. That is the price you pay for treachery. That is the price you will continue to pay until you rise up and say, enough is enough. It is up to you to do it. You did it during NSAS. you can do it again. Can you imagine Fulani people telling you, if you remove Fulanis from Yoruba forest, imagine Fulani telling you, if you remove them from your ancestral lands, there will be war, and you are panicking. And you have not asked yourself, why are they not saying something about the East? Why did they not say to Eastern Security Network? Why did they not say to me, if you don't stop evacuating Fulani terrorists from the forest, there will be war? Because they know, they understand psychologically that you don't have what it takes to resist them. Do you know why Borno State is still alive? Why you still have the Kanuri people in Borno today? Was because they resisted the Fulani centuries ago. You have to go back to history to understand how Nigeria came into existence. Fulani has been expanding from day one, from Senegambia. All the way from Senegambia, they've been expanding, and now they are in Okigwe. All the way from Senegambia. They are now in Okigwe. And you're asking us to somehow fold our hands and keep quiet because of 2023, because one idiot is going to come out to become a president, because of that rubbish, because of that nonsensical notion, we should fold our hands and wait until we are overrun by the Janjaweed from the Sahel. Is that how reasonable people think? Is that how people that wish to survive as a race, is that how they reason? It is very, very shocking that some of you do not understand what the Fulani have in store for you. Very, very soon it is going to happen. And when it happens, your eyes will clear. And about whom you will see it very clearly. I was warning you. In 2014, 2015, 2016, they said he's a warmonger. He's a warmongering. I went to America and I told World Igbo Congress that this war you are avoiding is going to come to your villages. They said, no, it's not going to happen. What is happening today? When Yoruba was supporting the dead idiot called Buhari, did I not warn them that this evil you're supporting will consume you? They never listened. They never wanted to listen. IPOB is a terrorist group. You're trying to divide Nigeria. But Mietiana is not. People that you are calling bandits, have you heard anybody come out to say, please Buhari, since presidency is there defending terrorists in the forest, why don't you proscribe them? No, you cannot proscribe a Fulani group. Never. And all of you, we are supporting evil. When there is the proscribed IPOB, proscribed indigenous people of Biafra. These are Yoruba journalists writing junk. Every day they keep writing rubbish. But their land is under siege. Their land is under siege. And the Fulani will take it. It doesn't take time. So I am here today to encourage them that they must stand tall and be very strong, resolute. That is what Fulani does. They control the media. They have well-paid consultants all over the world doing their bidding for them. They have that woman at UN trying to lobby the world that everything is okay in the zoo called Nigeria. But you and I know that the zoo is not okay. You and I know the game plan of the Fulani. And what are you doing about it? Nothing. Every day you read, you lament, you complain. Every day you read, you lament. And that's all you do. That is all you do. You read, you lament, you complain, you do nothing about it. Your lives are being taken away from you. Your forests are being occupied. Your mothers are being raped. Your daughters are being abducted. And the whole national government, presidency, is supporting such people. And you're telling me that Nigeria is viably sustainable. Is that what you're telling me? That somehow this contraption is sustainable, it is viable. It can never be. Because the more you stay in one Nigeria, the more you are inviting the Fulanis to take over your ancestral lands, take over your villages, and to make life a misery for you. That is the end game. That is the outcome. If you doubt me, go and do a bit of research. Ask yourself, who are the Hausa people? Who are the Nupe people? Who are the Bachama people? All of these people were steamrolled by the Fulani march to the Atlantic Ocean. And now they're in Yoruba land. They're in their forests. They are in their forests. And who's going to drive them away from there? It's not the Yoruba youths. Forget about your useless governors. Your elders are very strong. I love Yoruba elders. The way they behave, the way they talk. Very, very strong. They said they support Akeredolu. This is the governor of Imo State. They support him in what he's doing. People must come out to say that enough is enough. When you travel to the north, do you live in the forest in the north? The Igbo people in Sabongeri in Kanu, are they living of course it's Hausa land, are they living in the forest? They came to the town, they worked very hard, they built houses, they built mansions, they developed the entire place. Is that not what they do? What are Fulani people doing in our forest? Nobody can answer that question. They say that they're pastoralists. I want some of you who have had your breakfast this morning. Please go to your fridge or go to where you keep your beverages and you will see pig milk. Pig. Some of us were raised on pig milk. For how many years now? And you keep asking yourself, what is pig milk? Pig milk is the same milk that the cows produce in Holland can be produced in the zoo. Tell me the country in the world aspiring to be a member of the UN Security Council where you move cattle from place to place. Are you people well at all? You so-called Nigerians, are you normal in the brain? I'm asking you a simple question. Show me a country that aspires to be in the 21st century, moving cattle from place to place, telling me they're grazing. Which country is that? Please tell me. All of you don't have any shame. When you have people, an entire presidency coming out to defend a very primitive, archaic agricultural practice, then you know you embrace this mess. You are in one almighty trouble, I'm telling you. People are in a mess. The Holland that you get your pig milk from, do they move cattle from Rotterdam to Amsterdam? I'm asking you a simple question. But they produce the pig milk that you're drinking every blessed day. Why can't Fulani produce pig milk in Sokoto? Why can't they produce carnation milk in Kanu? They have the cattle. Before the white man came, did you see any Fulani in your forest? All these people talking rubbish about movement of cattle and movement of... I'm asking you, before Britain came and handed over Nigeria to Fulani, ask your grandfathers, please, or your grandmothers. Ask them. All this nonsense we are hearing today in this so-called one, I want to tell you the dangers of one Nigeria. All this nonsense you're hearing today about one Nigeria, Fulani in our forest, Fulani in our village. Before the white man came, did you see Fulani moving their cattle all over the place? Did we not have meat to eat? They will answer these questions for you. Because sometimes in Africa we don't reason very well. The way we reason is disjointed. I can't understand for the life of me why instead of them to waste all that money arming and equipping this Janjaweed army to come and conquer you and I, why don't they open a milk factory somewhere in the north and bring the milk down south? I'm sure Southerners will buy it. After all, pig milk comes all the way from Holland. Pig milk all the way from Holland. Now you understand it. Because of the way you people reason. Why can't you produce? Is it difficult to produce milk? The same milk that comes out naturally from the udder of the cow. Why can't you can it somewhere, pasteurize it, and send it to people to eat, to drink, or to do whatever with? All over the world, that is what is happening. In fact, they produce so much milk in Europe that they pour it away. Why can't you do the same thing? A whole president claiming they are in the 21st century are supporting a very primitive practice of moving cattle from place to place. All of you, you're not ashamed of yourselves. You have no shame. As somebody will say, your shame is shaming me. I'm telling you, you people from the zoo, I'm ashamed of your ignorance and stupidity. You people are hopeless.
When Buhari started this agenda, Nnamdi Kanu was the first person that pointed it out. He was the first person that told Nigerians, had alerted Nigerians to what is coming. Nobody believed him until eventually Buhari now exposed himself. And you started seeing Nigerians now providing their own security. From Amateku to Ebubago that never was in Imo State and all the rest of them. It was under this word that you saw all these terrorists. Nnamdi Kanu alerted us. Go and check. It was this revelation that angered Buhari. That was why he started his ESN in the South to protect the Igbos. So it was not easy because the first place of call would have been in the Southeast. That Buhari felt that we are too stubborn, that he's going to deal with us and other. Nnamdi Kanu took preemptive steps to protect the Igbos in the Southeast. So this thing angered Buhari because they were not easy to penetrate as they planned. That was why they put him in Kula and they used Ozadema. Ask yourself, what is that thing that is so special in him?
But evil will come back to haunt you. All of you never knew that IPOB and this Biafra movement was for your liberation. Some of you saw maybe the oil and gas from Biafra land. If they go now, we'll have access to oil and gas. In the process of having your eyes fixated on oil and gas, your forest is gone. Do you understand it? There is nothing more precious in life than freedom. Freedom is very important. And I need you to understand this very morning. Every Yoruba person supporting Fulani, you are setting up yourself to become like the Hausa people. Remember when Hausa was supporting Fulani? We are Hausa Fulani, we are Hausa Fulani. Where are the Hausa people today? I ask you. Where are those Hausa people today? Do you see them anymore? They're saying we are Hausa Fulani, we are Hausa Fulani. Do you see them again today? Do you see them? I'm asking you. No, because Fulani have completely overwhelmed them. It's called emasculation. Completely emasculated them. Look at what they're doing in the East. In the East, they come to the East, they will tell you, oh, you want to be the president or vice? Yeah. They say, give us land for Ruga. They give them land. I saw Judicial did that law Banta. They've taken it over in forever and ever. Give us land in your state. Hope of them prove to us that you are our stooge. Give us land in Olo. Hope of them will give them land in Olo. We can go and kill people in Obibo. We can kill for them. How many Fulani governors are prepared to kill bandits? I didn't say normal people. I'm talking about armed, dangerous bandits. How many Fulani governors? Go and read your newspapers, you will see it there. Fulani governors are negotiating with them, giving them arms, giving them vehicles, making sure that their life is no longer a misery. But see, they come down to the south. They tell you, give us land for Ruga. Go and kill your people to prove to us that you're one Nigerian. That was why Obioso was talking rubbish. Was yesterday or 2 days ago. Supported by the BBC. The problem you people have in Nigeria is this. Your journalists, you see people, Punch newspaper, Tribune, Vanguard, and Nation, they are your second worst enemies. I'm telling you the truth. They can never ever be objective in their reportage. Never ever ever. That's why all of you are suffering. But you don't know it. They were the same people used to scuttle the NSAS protest. Of course, some of you went about looking for Indomie in warehouses. Typical black people. Any revolution that is coming now, you must stand very firm. They'll say, oh, you're Igbo. Oh, you're Yoruba. Oh, you're from Urobo. Don't join them. It's our turn in 2023. If you do this, you will scuttle our chances of becoming the president in 2023. Ask yourself, all of them that have been president from time immemorial, what benefit has it brought to you as a human being? Absolutely nothing. So you have nothing to lose. Absolutely nothing to lose. You look at them now, how they have now descended on Yoruba people, asking them to concede, give us your forest, we must graze, we must do this, we must do that. And slowly before your eyes, they are giving in, they are capitulating, they are allowing them to go, if you don't give it to us, Tinubu will not be president in 2023. Tinubu won't be the president. That's what I'm saying to you. And foolishly you will agree and hand over your land to them. And once they take your land over from you, look at Hausa. Because there is a saying where we come from. If you want to know what your life is going to become in the future, look at Hausa people. If you want to understand appreciate, I will say, the life that you are about to bequeath to your children and grandchildren, look at Hausa people. Is there any Hausa governor today? Is there any Hausa emir? Is there land though? Katsina is Hausa land. Kanu is Hausa land. Sokoto is Hausa land. The Hausa people own it, indigenous to those areas. I'm asking you this question. Is there any Hausa man who's an emir in the north? The answer is no. Something's going to happen to you. If you don't rise up now to break, I'm not even asking people to break this rule. Demand for what rightfully belongs to you, your freedom. The freedom to decide. The freedom to write a constitution if you prefer. The freedom to live with whoever you want to live with. That is what we are asking for. But most people misunderstood what we are saying. And today, almost...
So, my people, you guys have heard what Nnamdi Kanu just said in this his broadcast, and I keep telling you guys that before you look at your future, before you know what you're going to do, look at the Hausa people. This is when you look at the Hausa people to determine their future for you. Like, a lot is really going on in Nigeria, especially this heat at home. Many people have been observing it, as well as other people in another country. They have been observing this heat at home. We want to use this day. I remember our heroes that we lost. Like, it was not an easy thing. That we lost many people during the Biafran Day, and we're using this 30th May to remember that. And we all pray that may the soul of the people who were lost during the Biafran Day, may their soul rest in perfect peace. Amen. And also, guys, if you know you're new to this channel, please don't forget to click the subscribe button, like and share, and turn on the notification button to be getting all the latest news on this channel. So, guys, thanks for watching, and see you guys in my next live section.